Hello, welcome back to Aaron's 1025-hour adventures. Today we're going to change hydraulic fluid. I'm running about 64.6 hours. It's been hot and humid, and I just didn't do it at 50 hours. So, we're trying this headset again. I've got a different camera app I'm filming with, and we'll see how well this works for us. I also got the GoPro here running as backup. So the first thing we have to do is pop this drain plug right here. And first thing you have to do is get your tractor in a good position. I got mine up on blocks in the back and jack stands in the front. I had jack stands in the back, but it didn't clear the pan. So you need to have a deep pan that'll hold at least a gallon. Well, at least 4 gallons. 16 quarts is what this pan is, so it's going to be close. And first thing you do is you take out this drain plug. It's a 13 millimeter. I'll set this up here so it can drain. Give me my old trusty rag here. Now while that oil's draining, let's see what else we have to do. So up front here, I've got my motor connection lowered so I can get to the filter, which should be right there. And then back here is my screen at the back end. And we've got a little rubber hose here with a couple connectors. I got some pliers with me. And we have this Allen screw right here. Once we get these connectors undone and slid up, we take this Allen screw, we pop this out. So I'm going to attempt to do this without taking off. Well, from videos I've watched, I can tell I don't have to take the tire off. Plus, I've got 1.5-inch spacers from BroTech on here, so that should give me plenty of clearance. Watching the Tractor Time with Tim, he took off the back hitch plate. Mine's from Mud's Customs, so he could access this better, but I'm going to see if I can do it without taking that off. I can turn this around a little bit. Let's see. Oil's still hitting. I've got just one of those strap oil filter wrenches. Let's see if we can get this filter off. So I got my 50-hour kit from, I ordered it from Green Tractor. I believe that was it. I'll have to double check. The oil filter number is LVA16054. I wrote the hours I have on here, and I just also wrote the date. Just in case, just for my own information, basically. Main thing you want to do is write the hours so you know how many hours you have on it. I have a creeper here, but I don't know if that'll actually give me enough room. So, right here is the filter. I've got my phone doing my wide angle stuff. Let's see if I can get this GoPro stuck in a convenient location while I do this filter. I've seen some videos where they've taken this whole auto connect piece down. I don't think you have to do that. It's just a matter of getting in here and getting a good connection to your oil filter wrench. Which is, of course, fighting me. I haven't used this silly strap wrench in so long I may actually have it on backwards. No, I think I have it on the right way. So this is a fairly simple process and something most people can accomplish themselves without taking it to a dealer. Okay, I did have a small filter wrench in here. Alright, when in doubt, try. Break out the big pliers. This thing just is awkward as hell to get to. So at this point, we're going to have to be careful about sharp pieces. Okay. Of course, I've pulled over my thing a little bit and probably been dripping oil. The opposite side. Okay, it's loose. But wow, that was crazy. I couldn't get the slip one to tighten down tight enough. And my regular small ones I found, and just bent the heck out of those. But there we go. I'm going to take a little bit of oil and run on the ring of this new hydraulic filter. You want to check and make sure the old oil ring hasn't came off and stuck on there. Maybe that's not a problem with these John Deeres, but on old cars, that's something you always watch for. So you're supposed to tighten this 1/2 to 3/4 of a turn. So with the writing on here, okay, there I'm touching. You can kind of see the alignment of my writing. Let's see. Obviously you cannot use your pliers to turn this. So the way my writing is, it would flip all the way over for halfway. It's just, I don't know. Let's try to get a rag up here and get a hold of it. Oh, that looks like a quarter turn. All I did was I wrote my info on with a paint marker. Let it dry before I started this. There we go, we turned it a little bit more. There's definitely halfway. There, I feel better about that. There, that's approaching 3/4. Okay, so I feel good about that one. Evidently this thing quit when the phone rang. So there'll be a little section of just the GoPro, which is alright. So there's the section I have to get. With the pliers. Then once I get that, we will be ready to start filling it back up. That oil pan is definitely full to the top. See, I got me some 422 channel locks here. Let's see if we can get this. Maneuvered. The top one came up easy. Try a pair of straight jaws. There's a little big tab in the center of that seems to be stopping me from opening it up far enough. Try and get that bent back closed. Yep, now it's sliding up. There we go, now we got that all the way up. And there goes my camera.
get this to slide up. I think I'm having the most luck with my 422 channel lights. So you got a 6mm Allen here. That's what holds on this filter housing, screen housing. See, this comes out any easier once I get the screw out. Sliding up. There we go. That's right at the very top. There's my housing. There's my screen. Get some needle nose. Trying to use a little bitty tripod on the GoPro. There's that magnet. There's the screen. We'll clean off the screen. So what I did was I just gave it a light blast of carb clean, and then I'll give it a light blast of air. And it just slides right back into the holder. Magnet. So I just got a little extendable magnet here. I'm just going to feed into this. You can see some junk I'm getting out. So you can see what kind of excess shavings You can get cleaned out of here. There's a little bit, but really not a whole lot. And of course I hit every single magnetic surface as I try to reach around to get in there. It's coming out pretty clean. There's the oil pan. You can see the crap down in that. Okay, so let's see if we can get this screen and cover put back together. And I'm getting everything around me oily. So that's just an O-ring fitting on there. Looks like they had a little grease on the O-ring to help go into place. I got this long breaker bar. I'm going to try to pop that into place. Got my Allen started. I want to get a longer bar to help ease that in. The Allen will help keep me straight. There we go. So it just took me a long pry bar. Got this part right in the middle of the angle that comes up, so I was pressing evenly against it, because I was afraid if it cocked to one side it might cut that O-ring. Once again, this is probably an aluminum case, so you want it good and snug, but don't strip anything. What I'll do is when I get done, I'll take see if I got some brake fluid and clean this off. Spray on a rag and clean this off. So I can put some white witness marks on it. And that went back together real easy. I just used the flat top of my bar and it just slid right down into position. pliers open a little too much. So what I'm doing is using pliers to squeeze the front, and the pry bar or a big screwdriver would work to push down on the back to get it down into position. There we go. Here's the bottom one. See if we can get this top one going. Okay, there's the top one snapped into position. There we go. Ready to pour gallon number 1. Finally. Checking to see if I have any leaks. So I can definitely hear it pouring into the crankcase. Well, I don't see any major spills other than the mess I made with the oil filter. That's up above my full mark right at the moment. I'm not level. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and stop. You know, I'll have my full 4 gallons in there. And what we'll do, I'll get the lid before I forget. So what I'm going to do is first check to see how level I am. I'm having to keep it level. Yeah, see. Yes, and see, it's kind of level. Now my garage floor is pretty level. So what I'll do is we're going to stop the video here. The only thing I have left to do is I'll put this on the ground. I'm going to start it. That way the fluid fills up the fluid filter, the hydro oil filter, because I'm sure once that soaks in some oil, That'll adjust my level. Plus, it'll get out any air bubbles that were introduced by pulling the screen out and putting it back in, and everything flowing down on top of the screen. And then I'll let it get completely cold. It'll be sitting on the ground. I'll check the fluid again, and then I'll be good to go. So the only other thing I'm going to do, which I'm also going to do off camera, is I'll take a paint pen, make a little mark on my drain plug, on my little Allen head, and on my oil filter, an alignment mark so I can see if they rotate. Thanks for watching another episode of Aaron's 1025-hour adventures. As you can see, I share my struggles so you can learn as I learn. And hopefully you found this informative and you have a wonderful day.